Honey, I got you the Valentine present and it's sweeter than the chocolate and more beautiful than the girl's best friend diamond. It's a Keltec P17. Alright, let's start with the review. Now previously, these are the two 22 long rifle semi-automatic pistols, and this is Ruger and this is Browning Bookmark. Now honestly, they're both very beautiful, very accurate, and thing that I couldn't really figure out was why they had to be so heavy, especially the Ruger, and they only hold 10 rounds of that tiny little ammunition. And even though these are beautiful pistols, these are too heavy for my tiny beautiful wife. And honestly, 10 rounds, we really can have fun competing each other. So I needed something that holds something similar to my 9mm pistols. Daniel told me he got the Taurus TX22. So I've done a review on this, and this is very reliable, very accurate. I was very happy with the pistol. Only problem is, this grip was too big for my wife as well. So I was kind of going through different things, and I came across the Keltec P17. This might be the perfect one for her. Well, let's start the review. Alright, this is nice case, but it would have been nice if it had a handle on it. Receipt, I only paid $2.19 for it. Comes with a lock, trash. It comes with a suppressor adapter for the barrel and the tools for the adapter and for the sight. And this comes with 16 round 3 magazine. I love it. It's obviously empty. Wow, this feels really light and feels almost like a toy. Okay, even though this looks like a striker fire, this actually has an internal hammer. And again, this is 22 long rifle in semi-automatic, and P17 stands for 16 in the magazine and 1 plus. Again, first the price, I only paid $2.19 for it. I did my research on it, and this pistol that looks like a toy, and it's not really that beautiful, but not ugly, has everything that I wanted it. I mean, my wife wanted it. Okay, overall length on this is 6.7 inches, the height is 5.3 inches, and the width is 1.2 inches, and the barrel length is 3.8 inches, and the weight is 0.07 pounds, so it's not even 1 pound. And the trigger pull is 3 pounds. And down here we have accessory wear. And the front side is a green fiber optic. And the rear side is fully adjustable. And that there is not optic ready. That's actually what's holding the slide together, so don't get confused. And the safety is ambidextrous. And the magazine release is pulling downward. Now, again, I'm not too happy with this, but honestly, in my hand, it works fine. But probably not for my wife who has a smaller hand. And there right there is an action hold. You pull back, push that up, it stays open. And I'm very surprised how smooth this thing is. You could do it with only 2 fingers. I mean, it's crazy smooth. And there right there is a takedown lever, push it down and you can pop this open, it's very easy. And what's a little funky is the slide. This whole part here is a frame, and the slide is just the top part here and the back here. So if you look at it, you can see it's sliding from here to here. And I think having the light slide is making this slide to operate so easily. And it's got serration in the back. Obviously, you can have it in the front because only the top part slides. And honestly, my wife does have a little problem having her thumbs on the slide when she's shooting it. But with this, I don't have to worry about that. But again, that could also build the wrong muscle memory for her to shoot 9mm. And I was a little surprised with the grip. It doesn't look all that big, but in my large hand, when I hold it, because of the lip there, that prevents my hand from touching the magazine. So it doesn't have any problem. So I'm very surprised. And it pops right out. And this also has a ready to fire indication. If you look into that hole, you can see the red color. That's part of a hammer. And this is dry fire safe, so that's great. Now it's hard to believe at this price, this pistol has everything that we want, except it's a little ugly. Now for 22, I only shoot the cheapest stuff out there. There's Federal Auto Match, and I'm really hoping I won't have any problem with it. Let's see how the magazine loads. It doesn't have any sliding handle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Okay, 16. It took 16 rounds in there. And it wasn't hard to load, but this would have been so much better if it had a sliding handle like other 22s. Okay, let's weigh the pistol. Okay, just the pistol. It's 11.8 ounces, so that's really light. with magazine, 12.8 ounce. It's still ridiculously light. Okay, now with a full magazine. Wow, it's only 14.7 ounce. Alright, let's check the trigger. Wow, it's very light and the wall is almost non-existing. So I think it's great for fast shooting, but at the same time, for those of you who's used to having your fingers against the wall to pull the trigger, you have to be careful. Reset. Okay, reset is little weak and it's long, so it kind of sucks. But honestly, this does not feel like 3 pounds. It feels more like 2 pounds, maybe even less. Let's check it. £1 and 2.9 ounce. And when I say it was under 2 pounds, I was being very conservative because they say it was 3 pounds. But honestly, to me, it felt like around 1 pound. So having the light triggers, you do have to be very careful. So as long as you don't have your finger in the trigger when you're not ready, you should be okay. So let's talk about my wife's first impression of this pistol. She already held it. She knows what it feels like. And first thing she said was, wow, this is really light. It looks like a toy. And when she held it, she said it felt really good in her hand. So this thing really have to shoot well. It's hard to believe Keltec came with this P17. For that price, this thing literally has everything that I was looking for in 22 long rifle pistol. Now, as some of you know, my wife is a lefty. So this pistol being ambidextrous to everything, I'm very happy about it. And this pistol, it doesn't have a funky size. So this will fit into most of the holsters that I have. Okay, this is inside waistband holster for my Springfield XDE9. But this actually fits perfectly. So she could wear it outside on her left side and it works out fine. And if I need to use it, this is my Glock 19. Again, fits perfectly. So when I bought this, I didn't have to buy any extra magazine or the holster. So it was a great deal for me. 1.20 1.07 1.04 0.97 0.99 0.99 0.95 0.92 0.86 0.88 2.75 2.27 2.34 3.49 Wow, you can say
와우.
깔끔하다. 한 발 딱
진짜.
맞았다고 치고.
확실하다.
12.53 10.88
와.
Not bad. So, what do I think about the P17? Honestly, I was really surprised. Very functional, very accurate, and it's a perfect practice pistol or fun pistol for the whole family. But there was two small minor issues that I wasn't so crazy about. Number one, when you pull the trigger, the wall is almost non-existing. So it was kind of hard to do accurate shooting because it goes bang before you know it. But in the other hand, for a fast steel target shooting, it was actually really good. And the second is the magazine. Honestly, this magazine, I didn't have a hard time fitting it. But I'm so used to having the little guiding slide here. And the fact that this one doesn't have it was a little bit of minus for me. But again, once I got used to it, it was not a big deal. Well, on the next video, you know this is coming. I'm gonna compare two of the best 16 round 22 semi-automatic pistols in the market, Taurus TX and Keltec P17. So stay tuned.